So, Mr. Jordan, I'm looking at you directly here. Victory tonight for United and a first trophy in 4 years for Manchester United. Will this finally, rightly cement the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doubters, of whom you are undoubtedly one?
I am the poster boy for them. Will it? Listen, I am desperate for them to win. I don't think I could cope with the spontaneous combustion of them losing tomorrow and me sitting in this studio saying, told you, or losing tonight and me being in tomorrow and saying to you, I was right. And of course, all those Man United fans in Hertfordshire that are so polite when I suggest that he isn't fit for purpose. If you can't win this game, if after going through this tournament, I put aside the argument with Milan, but looking at the draws that you've got, and the teams that you've played to get to this final, and playing Villarreal in the final, if you don't win this tournament, there's something fundamentally wrong. Now, of course, I've made the observation that I don't think he'll win anything. I got braver when I started by saying I don't think he'll win anything of meaning, and then I said he will win nothing. Now, if he wins the Europa League, I'll be wrong. But if you look at the opportunities Man United have been given to win this league, in no other tournament do you get thrown out of one tournament and get to win another one. And if this is a stepping stone for Manchester United to fulfil my overriding observation, which is to win the Premier League is what Manchester United were supposedly built for, I don't think it is. I think it's commendable to win something and you have to be revered and rewarded and recognised for it. But I don't think it defeats my central argument that he will go past Guardiola and the Klopps of the world by winning the Premier League and winning something of far more substance than a B-rate European tournament.
But it's a European final, Simon, whether you like it or not. It's a European final.
Have you not listened to what I just said? I said exactly that.
And he got them there.
But if Manchester United... Mourinho was given applause and condemnation for just winning the League Cup and the Europa League, right? On one hand, people said, well, he won something. On the other hand, people said, well, all he won was the Europa League. Now we're going to make a case, because people like me have been quite strident about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's credentials and performance, that the Europa League is something meaningful. Make your minds up. Which one is it? Was it meaningful?
Make your minds up. Well, you were the man that told him to get his coat.
And hold on, but that's consistent. I've been consistent, which is, do I believe this guy will escalate Manchester United back amongst the highest echelons of the Premier League, which is winning it? And my answer remains the same. I don't think he will, unless there's a marked decline in Man City. And let's be clear, Liverpool were crap for 15 games this season, and Manchester United could only finish 5 points above them. Liverpool, a depleted Liverpool team that had no centre-backs, that were so far out of sorts, it was beyond comparison for the mid-part of this season. I'm sorry, I'm not going to change my mind just because I'm being obstreperous. I just don't think the guy will win the big tickets for Man United. That's all, nothing personal.
Trevor, surely whatever the trophy, winning it tonight breeds a winning mentality.
Well, the Europa Cup, I think, is a big trophy. I disagree with Simon. I think
that's coming second to Toto.
I think coming second in the Premier League and winning the Europa Cup, that is regarded as a successful season for Manchester United. It's the first bit of silverware for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, which he needs.
Yes.
Because I think if you're asking the question, who needs the trophy more, Pep Guardiola winning the Champions League at Manchester City, it's not going to define him. I think the first one is always the most difficult. Pochettino just won the La Liga, the Liga trophy in France. It's an important one to get, the first one. I think if Ole goes on to win this, he'll be backed. I think it'll gain confidence with his board and with the club owners, and he'll be given funds to go again. So I think it's a really important trophy for Manchester United to win. And obviously Liverpool haven't been the team that they've been in the past. Celtic weren't the team, so what you're saying that Rangers winning the league is not important? Of course it's important. It's their first one as well.
Do you want to compare and contrast? If you look at Man United and say Man United 2.0 as it is now, if you say Man United as they are now, is this an achievement? Absolutely, it's an achievement. Yeah. Of course it is.
But that's all we can. We can't keep on looking back to Alex Ferguson's era.
Well, then I'm not looking at Alex Ferguson's era. I'm looking at the entire period of Manchester United being the poster boys for English football since 1992.
It's cycles.
Well, yes, it is. But that cycle's now been the best part of a decade. And the cycles,
and how long was it for Liverpool?
30 years before they win the Premier League.
So you've got a little bit of time before that kind of happens
they
again,
won the
maybe.
Champions League, they won the UEFA Cup, they won the League Cup. So with due respect...
And this is one of them trophies that Manchester United can pick up in the meantime till they get that golden period again.
I agree with that, but we're talking about whether we consider this to be an ultimate benchmark of success. And beauty's in the eye of the beholder, right? You think it is, I don't think it is.
I don't think it is. I think it's progress for Manchester United.
Well, of course it's progress, because they haven't won anything for 3 years.
And again...
4 years.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, people have wrote him off, you included. I never have, because I know him as a person.
I never wrote him
time
up.
With it.
I didn't write him off. I never started writing him up.
But on this very day, Simon, on this very day, Ole got the winner for United in the
That's
European
history,
Cup.
According to Trevor.
Today, surely you being one of the major doubters of Ole, would shift your position somewhat if he can get over the line tonight and wins a European trophy
to what?
with United.
To what? I sit here and
You begin to believe in him more, surely.
Well, listen, I don't disbelieve in him. I don't believe he is the guy that fixes the eternal conundrum of how to combat the elite managers in this division. I've never believed he's that guy. I believe that if you stay at Man United for long enough and are given enough support, you should win something, right? And so here we are. He's been there for 2.5 years. He may well win something. Wow, fantastic, well done. It's a benchmark for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But is this what Man United represent? Is this
It is at the moment, and they want to get to the next level, but it takes time because they give Manchester City so much time to go ahead of them.
And here's the other argument, that if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to base his stock in trade upon winning the Europa League, and that is the blueprint to be able to combat Pep Guardiola, combat the power of Manchester City, combat a revitalised Klopp, combat Tuchel.
He's not saying this is it. He's saying this would be the start of something.
No, but you keep putting me on a spot about get your coach stuff, right? Because that was in context. I have said from the get-go, ad infinitum, without pause, this guy will never win the Premier League for Man United, right? And he will never supersede the top coaches.
You actually said he wouldn't win a trophy.
No, what I started off with saying, and have said for 2.5 years, was that he would never supersede these guys. What I got was a little bit braver and doubled down because it makes a good soundbite for us guys, right? Is he'll win nothing. Right?
Oh, you said it for a good soundbite.
Well,
that was very kind of you.
No, because listen, I'm going to stand.
Even though you didn't believe it.
I'm happy to be accountable for it, but don't take me back and
Was
tell
that
me what
the
I did say.
tabloidy in you?
No, that was the actual. That was I've been rubbing you for too many times, and I got a bit close to you. And Jim Whited.
I think if they win the Europa League, I think they get money to spend on a centre half. I think they bring another forward in, possibly a right-sided forward.
Why does that give them money, Trev? It's worth 2 and 6.
Well, of course it does, because they trust the manager, so they're going to back him. So
but they've always said that, haven't they?
No, not really.
Yes, they did, unequivocally. Ed Woodward, unequivocally, categorically, and without denial, has said Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is our man. This is a plan that we're sticking with. So it's not a case of they haven't supported him.
I think the fact that he wins something will just
He's right about Woodward. Woodward did say that. And Woodward,
I'm right about a lot of
Woodward.
things.
Yeah.
But having said all that, I mean, Simon, Carl Haggerty is agreeing with you. United this season, out of the League Cup, out of the FA Cup, out of the Champions League at the group stage, conceded the most goals in the league season for over 50 years. Winning a secondary European trophy tonight would not be good enough. You're in his camp.
No, for this season it's good enough. Of course it is, because there's progress in there. We're all debating the same thing, but looking at it from different prisms. The constant theme I've said is this guy doesn't put Man United back where they want to be. That's not a difficult one to follow, even for you, Jimbo. They don't go back where they once were.
It's brutal, Trevor.
Yeah,
all right.
You gang up on me, that's why.
Ganging up in you? Oh, please. We haven't even started
Jordan,
yet.
Get your coat,
you put yourself there. Get your coat. I'd tell him to get his coat.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Thursday morning, 10 till 1. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.